Hi Gemini, welcome to Swedish Dharma Tarot. I always have to be very careful when I sit down so I don't knock over the flower or the candles or whatever. My name's Christina. I'm a Swedish Australian psychic, medium, healer and artist living and working in southern Sweden. Yes, I should show you the cards that I shuffled forward for you before. Spirit has told me, and I think it's a very good idea to do the shuffling. I have 3 oracle decks here. So I do the shuffling before the reading, and then fingers crossed, they will resonate with what comes up. This is an Angel Tarot. I always forget what they call it. Angel Tarot by Doreen Virtue. And you got 10 in Earth. 10 in Earth. And then we also have by Doreen Virtue, the Goddess Guidance Tarot. They look like that. And you got Ishtar, Boundaries. And then you got in the yogic path, very important, you got Vishuddha, the throat chakra. So something about communication here, I'd imagine, but we'll see. Whoa, no, that's too many. We have Freya, which is number 4. I think, no, it's not the Hierophant. I don't know what it is in the classic, but Freya is all about empowerment. And seems like maybe you or somebody in your vicinity isn't feeling very empowered at the moment. We'll see. So, Spirit, please, what more does Gemini need to know for this coming week? I've stopped putting dates on my videos, trusting that when you see it, when you come across it, that's when you need it. So that's why I hesitated when I said this coming week, because it's just whenever and for whenever you need it. Right, let's see. The tarot cards that I work with are called the Goddess Tarot. They're made by an American artist called Chris Waldher, and they have basically taught me how to read the cards. I was waiting for the Rider-Waite cards to come. Instead I got this, and I got so disappointed. But I understood pretty quickly that these were the ones that I was meant to have. The whole of the major arcana is made up of different goddesses, and from all countries and cultures throughout the world and different time periods. So they're very empowering for women in particular, but even for men. We like men here. The Goddess Tarot likes men. We love men. Doesn't mean you don't like men. Being a feminist is great. That's just acknowledging that the world for women is much tougher than it ought to be. It's not the same as not liking or wanting to empower men in their problems and their emotions and etc. So what's happening here now? I think we have a teacher. And I think we have a pregnant teacher. I will show you why in a second. I'll put them aside. Here we have actually a Queen of Pentacles. Gemini is a Queen of Swords, but the Queen of Pentacles is often a symbol for a teacher. And already here we have, together with the Queen of Pentacles, a communication card. And we also have in the vicinity a very strong symbolic card for school, which is movement. And beside that card, we have the Lovers, or a great love. I can't interpret it in any other way than that this Gemini woman loves her work, and she is very, very good at it as well, and very good for the children. And they say here that The teacher is good for the children and for the teaching, but the children and the teaching is also very good for you, Ms. Gemini. And you will conquer all that's bothering you at the moment, because I think at the moment you are a bit bothered. You're definitely pregnant and you're going to have to stop working for some time, depending on which culture you're living and working in. In Sweden, you would be at home for the first 12 months. So it's like, yeah, this card, not feeling empowered, feeling a bit weak, which could, of course, be how you feel physically as well, tired and quite exhausted, because you could be at the end of your pregnancy. I'll show you the Baba. We have a daughter, perhaps in the sign of Gemini, an air sign anyway. So I guess she should be coming now at the end of spring, beginning of summer, or possibly as a Libra, September, October. So, but I think maybe she's coming as a Gemini because you're coming up as rather tired, a bit wilted. Yes, it's heavy work being pregnant, that's for sure. And you're normal, it says, you're an old soul, you're wise, and you work from within. Your knowledge is not just acquired at the university or your training, it's also a very fundamental knowledge that you've carried through lots of incarnations. But it's coming up in the reverse. But it's only a matter of time. It will pass. You will get contact with your true, wise and clever self again. And in the meantime, the best thing you can do for both you and the baby is just accept that this is how it is, and it will pass. It's not forever. And when it passes, the fun and the hard work begins. And you will have time off work. And when it, I think you're worried, you're making a lot possibly of unnecessary problems, worrying about what's going to happen when the baby comes and you can't work, etc., etc. But the thing is, when the baby comes, in those few hours, you're a completely new person. And you're not going to be bothering about your work. You're not going to be bothering about your school children. You will trust that they are well looked after, because they will be. And you have to devote your time and energy to your daughter. And you will do it so willingly. It'll be fine. Is it because it's spring? I guess so. On the northern hemisphere anyway. There's a lot of babies coming up in the last couple of days. So know that both you, your baby, and your school class, yeah, are fine. Now let's see if we can get these in perspective. The Ten of Earths. A very happy family life. I don't doubt that for a second. Economic security, so that could be part of your worries as well, of course. And finding the magic in the small things of life. Well, I think you're pretty good at that anyway. Otherwise you wouldn't be a teacher. And what have I done with the Ashtar card? Oh my God, excuse me. Oh, Jesus. I don't believe it. And I can't find it. Anyway, it was about... I think maybe it was called Ashtar. I'm not sure. But it was about setting boundaries. So it's probably, it has to do with your surroundings. That you need to focus on you and yourself and your well-being the coming weeks. And then we have the throat chakra. Well, what does the teacher need? What does the teacher work with if not the throat chakra? And this is what the yogic path says. You came to this world to speak and express, and you're doing so beautifully. Now is the time to let your unique vibration shine. Speak your truth. Write your message. Sing your soul's language. Express your innate art. This is a wonderful time to begin any communication-related project, such as a book, podcast, or business, or to take your existing project to the next level. Well, your existing project is your belly, and you should take it to the next level when she comes to you, for sure. The throat chakra reminds us to speak our truth. So continue to share what's on your mind with your closest relationships. Yeah, well, there you have the boundaries again. Maybe you have a lot of people in your surroundings that are used to having you take care of them in lots of different ways. And oh dear, we have a visitor. Welcome. Welcome, Spirit. So yeah, that you need to set some boundaries and some limitations. That's all right. It's good practice doing that. Yeah, because you're a little bit jaded. You're tired, and it's not strange considering that you're pregnant. Remember that it's just as essential to listen as it is to speak. And great communication skill comes in mastering both. Listen to those around you to deepen relationships, and listen to those who inspire you to deepen wisdom. Know that most communication is not in the words spoken, but rather in their expression. This is the time for you to craft your own. All right, Gemini, all the best of luck with your new baby. It's going to be great. And don't forget to breathe. Bye.